Hello and welcome to this video. I shall be reacting to the Netherlands song for Eurovision 2025, C'est La Vie by Claude. A disclaimer. Israel shouldn't be allowed to participate at the Eurovision Song Contest 2025. The shortest and simplest reason being that I find the actions of the Israeli government to be abhorrent and their broadcaster isn't a separate entity. My reasons in their entirety, however, are numerous and too detailed for a disclaimer like this, but videos closely aligning with my point of view are listed in the description. I encourage you to watch those videos and do something. Further resources are added as and when they become relevant. I'll stop addressing this when it no longer needs to be addressed. This video is coming a little bit late because my cat was a little monkey and pulled my microphone out right at the start of reacting to the song. So I've had to re-record it. Apologies for that. Piano notes and immediately the title. So Hi Robin, joining me at the end again, after you pulled out the microphone and destroyed my plans. Indeed. C'est la vie indeed, she is gonna be hunting her tail here. I am pretty excited about this entry. A lot of people have put it pretty far up already, I've seen, so my expectations are a little bit high. I don't know that we've heard the winner of Eurovision 2025 yet, so maybe we have today. The Netherlands obviously have a turbulent last Eurovision season behind them, and there was always the option that Joost Klein would say that he wants to go again. This song is actually being released 2 days before I go to a Joost Klein concert in Hamburg. That was with quite the German accent, but I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna be pronouncing it Claude. That's what seems logical to me, coming from someone who is a French speaker. If it is Cloud, I'm sorry, I'm gonna adjust whenever I find that out. But to me, Claude seems more logical right now. I've seen the making of video from social media already, and he seems really cool. He seems really fun. The song has a nice little message from, his mum telling him that life won't be easy and that he can't control everything in life. That is the meaning of C'est La Vie, but it is also a pretty cliche phrase, so at least he's putting it into context of what it means to him. And like, a lot of thought has gone into the song, adding a jury note, making the bridge better, even before the song's released, before any feedback has come in, already hitting some important Eurovision points. So that tells me that this could be a really, really good entry. I have heard that Claude sings usually in French and Dutch. Also heard something about English for this song, so I wonder what combination of the three languages, probably two of them, or maybe all three, I don't know, this will be. I hope all of them, but I think it's only meant to be two languages, and I've forgotten which ones. And yeah, I've also heard it's meant to be a radio hit with African elements, so probably a pretty accessible song overall. I don't know. I don't know much else about it, so I think I'll just go ahead and give it a listen now. Is this a little version of Claude or a young boy? I don't know. Based on the styling of the room, maybe a little version of Claude. That was Rise Like a Phoenix. And some piano notes. Okay. He's repeating his sentences. Interesting, in both languages. It starts very jury friendly, and then we've got some interesting choreography. No longer repeating the sentences in both languages, and some interesting dancers. Cool beat though. I like this. Sometimes This is a pretty cool shot. Looks like he's almost a painting. I don't know if I know enough French to know if c'est encore means that it's going up, but I assume so from the other repetitions previously. Because bas does mean low. This is fun. I really like this. I may not be showing it, but I am really enjoying it. I also will give a pass to this La 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 chorus. Usually I hate them, but here you're just repeating a word from the chorus, so that I accept. The bridge. I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting a little bit more punch from that based on the making of video, but maybe that's just my expectations being way too high. I like the shirt he has on. Is this an actual sign language? I don't know. I sincerely don't. All the various sign languages look different. Okay. Thank you, Claude. Thank you, the Netherlands. And that's it. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that is quite enjoyable. I really did like it. I know I maybe didn't quite show it fully, but that is really fun for the Netherlands. A little bit disappointed that there is no Dutch, but it is indeed a radio hit. It starts off very jury friendly, does go into this more radio hit region. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I understand why a lot of people are putting it pretty far up. I imagine it will be pretty far up in my rankings as well. It would have been higher if there were 3 languages, if there was Dutch as well, but that might have made the song feel too full. I don't know, especially with the repeating things in both languages. That is interesting. I don't know if we get that so often, that the exact same thing gets repeated in both languages. I think usually they are just different parts, or like maybe a chorus gets translated at the end or something. So that is, I think, new to me. I can't think of any examples. I'm probably missing something super obvious, but yeah, that's pretty cool. I am curious what the staging for this will be, because the music video had a lot of the dancing element, and this, I don't know if that was dancing or sign language. There, I literally just don't have the information about that, because I know all the sign languages look different, and that could also be a more stylized version of a language, of a sign language. I don't know. I'm gonna call it dancing for now. I am so sorry if that's ignorant and it is actually a sign language. I apologize. But the various dancing was very slick in a way, so that could be fun on the stage. I have no idea what the visuals are going to be, if we are going to be in like the living room and moving through more modern places as well. I don't think so. I think it's going to be more colours, I guess, especially near the end of the song. Also interesting that the word roller coaster is used when Duncan Lawrence won. That was one of the more prominent lyrics from the song. Obviously the song's called Arcade, but just before the final chorus, I think he does sing "Get me off this roller coaster." So I wonder if that was truly accidental and just like, yeah, life is a roller coaster, or if it is in any kind of way a callback to the Netherlands' last win. I don't know if that was a callback to roller coaster from Duncan Lawrence. I can't pronounce the word roller coaster right now for some reason. I think this has a guaranteed spot in the final. I don't know where it's performing, but this is, to be honest, a very, very well-produced song, greatly structured. I don't see a world in which this doesn't qualify. It's in the second half of the first semi-final, surrounded by Run With You, Zierm, strobe lights, lighter. I don't know, the danciness might need to be specific, because we have got a few dancey guys in this semi-final. So the dancing can't be generic because they might all blend into one another a little bit. Obviously this song is 2 languages. This is our 3rd song with French in it this year as well, after La Poupe Monte le Sang and Milkshake Man, I believe. Might have missed one that has some small bits of French in it as well, but I think it's the 3rd one. So that's exciting, because French is, you know, the original language of Eurovision, and then as the world became more English in all different ways, so did Eurovision, but there's still the 12 points and things like that, and the rules being explained in French every year to varying successes of the hosts, mostly great successes. But that is, yeah, interesting that they always need to find a French-speaking host, and we have 3 songs this year with French in them. 2022, the first year that I properly was watching, there were officially no songs in French, because even the French song was in Breton, and I thought there's going to be no French throughout the whole thing officially in any of the songs, but Laura Pausini did sing part of her song in French, so there was actually French on the stage in a song, but not in any of the competing songs in 2022. But this year we've got at least 3. So, and Luan, I imagine Luan will be singing something in French. I don't think there's any chance that it's going to be 100% English. I have no idea, but I mean, it could be, but I think there's going to be some French in there. But yeah, second half of the first semi-final, I think the Netherlands is qualifying. I don't see a world in which they're not, because they are wanting to prove themselves after the mess of last year, wanting to make sure that they don't get forgotten about in the contest, and that their presence there is worth it after all the stresses of last year. So I think there's no way this isn't qualifying. They're gonna have a great staging concept, I'm sure of it. Whether it includes that dancing or sign language or not, or whether it's completely different, I have no idea. I don't know Claude's performance style. He seemed confident enough in the music video to give a great performance on stage, but we'll have to wait and see what it actually looks like. It has landed on my Eurovision scoreboard in 7th place. That's pretty far up. There's 8,000 points between the Netherlands and Poland above it, and 1,500 points between the Netherlands and Belgium below it. So pretty concretely in that spot. Between 3rd, 4th and 5th spot, there's only a few hundred points each. So it's pretty solidly landed in 7th, about half a day after it was released. That is very good, I think, for the Netherlands, because it's not a great middle down the road girly bop, and it's obviously not from a girl either. So that is pretty high up for my Eurovision scoreboard. That tells me that if the staging is done right and things do work out, we could have our winner. I could see this being a Eurovision winner song. Not right now. I'm not fully, yes, this is definitely it yet. But even after this first listen, and knowing the context of the Netherlands being like, no, we need to make our place in Eurovision 2025 justified and worth our while as well, I think we could have our winner here, which would be a crazy story, going from being almost certainly unjustifiably disqualified on the day of the grand final to winning the next year. That would be, yeah, truly crazy. But I don't think it's impossible. I think the Netherlands have got it in them, and I think Claude is excited about Eurovision in such a way that I think we could have a look at Netherlands winning this year. I'm curious if they have been rising at all in the odds. Yes, they have, a little bit. They are currently in 8th spot. I don't usually look at the odds, but I was just curious to see if that has any kind of similar trend to my Eurovision scoreboard. But here we have to consider that Sweden hasn't chosen yet, France hasn't released their song yet, Austria hasn't released their song yet, Israel hasn't released their song yet, Czechia hasn't released their song yet, and they're all above the Netherlands. Some of those are justified, some maybe not so much to such an extent. So of the songs that are actually chosen, the Netherlands is in 3rd, which is pretty good, just below Finland and Estonia. I don't think Estonia's winning, to be honest, but I don't know, maybe Tony Cash has a crazy staging concept and then I'm going to be proven completely wrong, but right now I don't think Estonia's winning. I need to give the song a few more listens to really develop that feeling for if this could be a Eurovision winner, but based on the first listen, it could be. I'm not really so short, obviously, because there's so many things, so much information missing. But it's got the core elements that you need in order to become a Eurovision winner. So, catchiness, jury appeal, and multiple languages historically doesn't necessarily help, but it is very Eurovision. Yeah, I think Claude will also be able to perform it well enough that maybe, just maybe, in 2.5 months' time, we'll be saying, okay, are we going to Utrecht next year? I think that's everything that I've got to say about C'est La Vie by Claude, the song for the Netherlands at Eurovision 2025. Please do let me know what you think down in the comments below. Are you enjoying it? Are you getting maybe early winner vibes, potential winner vibes? Please do let me know what you think down in the comments below. And please also remember to literally like the video if you liked watching it, and share it with someone else who you think might enjoy watching the video as well. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel for more Eurovision 2025 and beyond content. But thank you ever so much just for watching the video itself, though. That's a great help as it is. I really do hope that you enjoyed it. That's out of it. I'll see you in the next one that shows up on your feed. Bye! Hello, Robin. Okay. That is funny, you know. That made it look like that was your head.